Some on the left said she deserved to lose her job. Some on the right said the woke mob was running amok again. And a lot of us simply said, enough is enough. This is not all about left and right. And perhaps there's a standard of inoffensive perfection that's impossible to meet. No one wins in the purity wars. No one wins. Of course, no one I know would excuse racist tweets. And almost everyone agrees that we should strive for a more just, equal society. But these internal office battles zap energy away from the real struggle. I mean, no offense to McCammond, but her name should not be on the tips of the media world's tongues. Not for something she did at age 17. So ultimately, Condé Nast failed her. But they did open a door for a conversation about tolerance, about second chances, and that's why I want to bring in David French to discuss this. David's been writing about these speech issues for years. He's a senior editor at The Dispatch. And David, I saw you commenting that this was an example of intolerance, but then of course others would say, well, her tweets, her anti-Asian tweets were evidence of intolerance. So where do you come down on this?
Well, you know, look, I mean, the tweets came when she was a teenager. I dare say that a society that defines people by their worst moments as a teenager is going to be a pretty miserable society. This was not a situation where you had somebody in real time on the job demonstrating racist behavior. This was a person who had a distinguished professional career with no hint of any kind of behavior like this. Instead, she was tagged, she was labeled, she was defined by not just her worst tweet, which is a bad habit anyway that the internet has gotten into, of defining people by their worst moment, by their worst tweet, but by her worst tweet when she was 17. You know, look, there are tough questions. There can be tough questions about when does the obligation or the right of an employer to sort of define its own values clash with protecting a culture of free speech where we want people to be free to speak their minds without walking on eggshells. There are tough questions on the margins there. This should not have been a tough question. This was talking about something that somebody had done when they were a teenager.